Join me as I dive deep into the mind and challenge myself to uncover how my brain secretly controls everything I think and do. Our brain operates behind the scenes, shaping our thoughts and actions more than we realize. And it's time we lift the curtain to see what's really going on. Many of us like to believe we're fully in control of our decisions, but the truth is, much of our behavior is actually guided by subconscious processes that happen under the radar. We make choices every day thinking we're in the driver's seat, but research suggests otherwise. Our brains are wired to respond to certain stimuli in ways that often bypass our conscious awareness. This can lead to some surprising insights about how our mind really works. For instance, did you know that simply seeing a celebrity endorsement can make us more likely to choose a particular product, even if we don't consciously remember the ad? This shows just how susceptible we are to subtle influences that shape our decisions. Furthermore, our past experiences and emotional associations can dictate our responses to certain situations, often without us even realizing it. We think we're making rational choices, but in reality, our emotions are often pulling the strings. And let's not forget about social norms. We tend to conform to what others around us are doing, even if it goes against our own values. As we begin to scratch the surface of these subconscious processes, it becomes clear that our brain is a complex and mysterious organ, full of hidden mechanisms that guide our behavior. But what are these mechanisms, and how do they really work? Habits, for example, are a prime example of our brain's ability to operate on autopilot. We perform certain actions over and over until they become ingrained in our neural pathways, making it easier for our brain to default to those behaviors without conscious thought. This can be both a blessing and a curse. While habits can save us time and energy, they can also lead to mindless repetition and stagnation. Then there are biases, which can skew our perception of reality and lead us to make judgments based on incomplete or inaccurate information. These biases can be especially insidious, as they often feel perfectly rational to us, even when they're not. And what about emotions? They play a much larger role in decision-making than we often give them credit for. In fact, research has shown that emotional responses can occur before we're even consciously aware of them, influencing our choices in subtle but powerful ways. As we delve deeper into the workings of our brain, we start to uncover some surprising insights about how our subconscious mind can lead us astray. For instance, did you know that the more options we have, the more likely we are to experience decision paralysis? Or that the way a question is phrased can dramatically alter our response? These quirks of the brain can lead to some pretty irrational decisions if we're not careful. And that's exactly what our subconscious mind can do: lead us down a path of irrationality without us even realizing it. One of the most surprising insights about our brain's influence is just how susceptible we are to external influences, even when we think we're making rational choices. For example, the mere presence of a certain symbol or logo can alter our behavior without us even realizing it. Or the way a product is marketed can influence our perception of its value, even if the product itself remains unchanged. These subtle influences can have a profound impact on our behavior, often without us even realizing it. And that's the scariest part. Our brain can be led astray without us even knowing it. In conclusion, our brain is a complex and mysterious organ, full of hidden mechanisms that guide our behavior. By understanding these mechanisms, we can gain a deeper appreciation for just how much our brain secretly controls everything we think and do. So, have you ever caught yourself making a decision only to wonder why you made it? Share your experiences with subconscious influences in the comments below. And if you want more insights into the brain and behavior, be sure to check out my other videos.